Hey, what's going on? It's IG. So, yeah, but you know that, right? Anywho, so check it out. About a week ago, I did this video, okay, and the second half of this video, I asked for some input on, and it was unlisted, and I sent it to a few people that I trust, over on Skype, and to give me some input and feedback on it, and I listened to you guys, and I thought about it, and you're absolutely right. I mean, why why, number one, why make things worse, because they could be worse, right? And I guess I think I let my pride kind of get in the way there, and I wanted to show that person up, but all it would really do is, like many of you said, was invite more turmoil, and I don't need any more fucking turmoil in my life. I just don't. Anyhow, but I thought I would recap the beginning of that video because I think it's an interesting topic, and I have some things to say about this comment. So let's get into this. So this video is by Atheism is Unstoppable 4, how we got a strike on this channel. And you can go and you can check it out. Chances are you're probably subscribed to him if you're watching my video, because I have mostly atheist subscribers for some odd reason. Anyhow, it's not really odd. I totally get it. But and I said, so you piss people off and then bitch when you get false flagged. Oh, how cute. And I was kind of taking a page from Glute there. Glute used to razz me, on every time I bitched about getting false flagged, and I get it, Glute. I get it. I mean, you're gonna piss people off, and then you're gonna bitch about being flagged. I mean, it kind of makes you a pussy, right? I mean, I get it, dude. Anyhow, and actually, my comment was, kind of like, I remember when I had my first beer, memories, So anyhow, I wasn't trying to be overly dickish. I was being snarky, and but I don't think I deserve the response that I got. Arbiter X said, "Hello, doctor. I'd like you to know your comment is retarded. Thank you and goodbye." See, that's perfectly fine. That's your opinion. You think my comment is retarded and it was dumb, and yeah, it was childish and I was being silly, and so that's fair. But what Devin wrote is quite different. He banned me. Apparently, I haven't tried to comment since. I mean, I actually, have a life, and I don't get butthurt when people ban me. It's like, okay, whatever. I'll just go to the other 15 trillion other videos out there. Anyhow, but then he called me white trash. And at first, I was upset by this. And then I got to really thinking, well, why am I getting upset? I mean, do I, feel like I am white trash? Is he calling me out on something that I am sensitive to for some reason? And I said, okay, well, first thing I need to do is let's get, the definition of white trash, right? So here it is. Poor white people, especially those living in the southern U.S. I'm like, well, I don't live in the southern U.S. Technically. I mean, I live in Southern California. I don't think that qualifies. And I'm not poor. I'm not rich. I would say I'm middle class. I have a job, pays pretty well. Um, so now, what could he be referring to? You know, like I'm trying to imagine what he could be referring to. Like, um, is my front yard like pristine and perfect? No, I don't like doing yard work, and I don't like doing it, and but my pool's clean. And because I have a pool man, and I just can't afford, a gardener for the size of the property that I live on. Anyhow, Is my house totally immaculate like a museum? No, it's not. It could be cleaner. It could be. And maybe that's my hang up. Maybe, I feel like I should spend more time doing dishes and cleaning the floors and stuff like that. And I probably should, but I don't because I work hard and I get home and I'm tired and I'm just too lazy. But being lazy isn't in the definition of white trash. So anyhow, I'm going off on a tangent here. I realize that. Maybe I need to call up Agent of Doubt and see if I can get some free therapy over the phone over this. Maybe I'll do that. Anyhow, my question is, with this whole latest, Devin is a racist accusation, which, TJ, retracted, is this term white trash the equivalent of the N word? I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of split on that. Because if it's a term meant to be derogatory and insulting and demeaning, then yes. But at the same time, I don't want to compare the origins of the N-word with the origins of the white trash label, because they're not the same. I think that the history behind the N-word is a far more volatile, far more offensive than white trash would be to someone. I think the N-word has a lot more negative connotations attached to it than the term white trash, according to the definition. Now we need to talk about, okay, how do you define white trash? I think different people might define it differently depending on their life experiences and their exposure to either the South or certain types of white people, right? So, I'm not really offended by this. I just, like I said, it got me to thinking. Number one, most importantly, Devin, is it got me to think about why at first I was bothered by this. What kind of issues maybe I have that I need to work on. So I don't get offended by this if someone were to call me it again. Maybe it's a low self-esteem issue, or maybe it's completely unfounded and you're just an asshole. You're just an elitist. I'm not going to say that. Obviously, your vagina was all red and puffy and sensitive when I wrote this comment, and it caused you to for a knee-jerk reaction, and I could see how people might equate you to being a racist when really you're not a racist. You're more of an elitist prick. You follow? You think you're better than other people because you think you're smarter than other people, and honestly, I don't think really that's the case. I don't think you're any smarter than any other average guy. I don't think you're any less of white trash than I am. I mean, we grew up in the same place, probably, upper middle class. We went to school, went to college, and I have a pretty good job, and I make pretty good money, and I have good friends, and I love my children, and I spend as much time with them as I can. I am divorced, but like I said, I spend as much time with them as I possibly can. And so I don't really think that this term white trash really applies to me. I think it was just meant, to make me feel bad because I made you feel stupid. I think I actually made you feel stupid. Because this video was fucking stupid. I mean, like I said, if you're going to piss people off on the internet, if you're going to go at people, you're going to insult people, you're going to criticize people, you have to expect somebody to be butthurt enough to flag you. And then crying about it just makes you a fucking pansy. You know, if you're going to have this balls out type of attitude, when someone flags you, you can't cry about it. It just makes you look weak. And I think that's what's going on here. I think that you equate your YouTube channel with how successful you are. Maybe I'm wrong. Why don't you leave me a comment? As you know, you're not banned on my fucking channel. You can say whatever you want. You can criticize me all you want. You can insult me all you want. And I'm not going to ban you. I'm not going to silence you. I'm going to let you say what you need to say. So, bring it there, sugar tits. I'll see you guys on the next one.